Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Matskis, and today's FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hello.
So if you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State. Yes. We do a lot of videos and tutorials and classes and live things. We have a quilt shop, so you can come in and shop in the store, or everything is available online at FabriChat.net. Yes. And we do box openings every Wednesday night and Sunday afternoon where we show you the brand new things that have just come in the store. But Wednesday mornings, it's just coffee with friends.
Chit-chat.
We just kind of hang out, visit a little bit. We sort of know that the majority of the people that watch on Wednesday mornings are kind of our longtime girls.
Yes.
Our friends that have been with us for a long time. We're just sort of catching up a little bit, which is kind of fun. Sometimes we talk about quilting stuff, and most of the time we talk about kids.
Yes.
And whatever your guys' questions are. So this morning we do have some questions. One happens to be a quilting question.
Hey, it's far and few in between these days.
I know. So we'll talk about that. But one thing that is going on in our lives right now, something that is so dear to me, is McKay Memorial. Yes. So I am on the board of McKay, and it's a little nonprofit nursing home. We have 42 beds and just the best residents and the best staff. I mean, it's a place that just makes me happy. I just, I love the people that are there. And since we're nonprofit, it means that we operate on tax dollars, which means that there are certain things that we can't spend our money on because it's taxpayers' dollars. So we do fundraisers to be able to do special things for the staff when we have parties and gifts and Christmas and that kind of thing. And then we also have a foundation to do those special things that are over and above. Last year, you guys helped us raise money to buy all of the televisions, which was fantastic.
Yes.
And then this year, our goal is to buy a second van. We have a big bus, but the problem is that if somebody has a medical appointment or they have to be picked up from the hospital or taken to a doctor's appointment or a podiatry appointment or whatever, medical needs always trump
activities. Sure.
And so we just need a second one. So we have to raise $70,000. We have a big auction and dinner that we're having on Sunday the 24th. Sunday the 24th? It's Sunday, whether that's the 24th or the 26th. It's happening then. And we generally do fairly well. We do about $30,000, but we also have some of that money is also earmarked for other things that we're doing. So the pressure is on to raise money for this van. So maybe you have seen our little video.
Yeah. Went up Monday. It was really good. Anna did such a great job.
Anna did a great job. She scoured all of the archives for all of those great pictures.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then Kathy Kiefer, a local gal that did a really cool video years ago and did the Soap Lake book, she donated or gave us the use of some of the other pictures that she has. And anyway, it was super, super good. Anna did a great job. It was like 7 minutes.
Yeah,
really cool. Good. You get to meet some of the residents and some of the staff, and it was really good. And what we're asking for is $10. We figure we have a lot of followers, but I don't think that they are dedicated viewers.
That's true.
So we're asking our dedicated viewers for $10 each for just the cost of a cup of coffee. And our desires, whether you want to have coffee with us or give us your coffee, whatever. But if we can get $10 from our dedicated viewers, then we'll have enough. So
for the van, which is really cool.
For the van.
Which is really cool.
It's really cool. Yeah. So we're super excited about it. So if you have not yet, and a lot of you guys have, and it's so sweet. And because I've printed them all off, and it's like, well, I'm going to buy 5 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Yay. I don't drink coffee, but I'll have coffee for you.
Yes.
Yay. So anyway, so we really appreciate it. We love all your little notes. That's really nice. And anyway, will it follow right after us?
Yeah, I'll put it next.
We'll put it right next. Okay, good. So that's one important thing that's going on. And
you'll also find that we have shared it in a couple places. So we've shared it through Facebook, on our Facebook page, everything. And it's very, if you haven't seen it and you'll watch it next, it's very all about McKay. So they do not have to be a quilter. They don't have to know who we are, because it's not mom's all dressed up in her board member uniform, essentially.
Yeah. I have on a nice little jacket.
Yeah. Button. Proper. So
I didn't have any threads on it.
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't.
So you can share that if you wouldn't mind on your social media pages or whatever, or you can always share it from YouTube and put it on a newsletter or whatever.
Share it with your coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, we need your cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one spot where I'm standing in front of a quilt.
There is, at the very end.
Other than that, you don't really know. Yeah. So it's good. Yeah. Anyway, a super special place we have so many needs and, and just such great staff and,
I always keep thinking that I need to figure out how to because Ro is an amazingly sweet, gentle, almost timid dog. But I feel like, 'cause I always remember Tad when you took her to work, and she was just a whole little pet therapy dog and didn't care, just lumbered along. And Ro, I think, would just melt everybody's heart.
And even with Tag, when somebody's wheelchair got on her tail, she would just, you could tell by the look on her face, but she wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
she didn't even leave. It's like, oh.
It hurt. So I feel like Ro would be
all you have to do, I can find out for you, but I think all you have to do is you just have to show that she's had shots.
Sure.
And I think that's it. I don't think that it requires any kind of special thing. And they love, to see. There's a local gal, we have a little bucket, collecting cash for her, but she has little mini horses, little therapy horses.
I love the therapy horses. I think it's so cute. They went down to Parkway a couple of times. Eliza thinks they're like the coolest thing.
They are so cute.
And she decorates them and does their tails and their manes. Like, oh.
And the gal that has them is the sweetest person. When she sees on Facebook if there's been a death or, whatever, and there's maybe children involved and, they've lost a parent or a grandparent or whatever, she'll always come on and say, can I come visit?
It doesn't cost anything.
She just loads them up and brings them over. And she's a very kind person. So we have a little money jar where we collect money for her. But she, does a nice job. Anyway, so watch that and have a cup of coffee with us, or buy us a cup of coffee. Give us your coffee money. Yeah, Pa said something last night. He said, because he watched it, and he said, oh yeah, that was good. What are you looking for?
That's part of our quilting question. She said, I was going to lay on that.
It was not a bed for you.
It's not. You were misinterpreted.
But that was what Pa said. He said, well, don't people get sick of you asking for money? And I said, no, we only ask for money like twice a year.
It just happens to be back
I know. We don't ask for that much. And normally we give you something in return. And it's true. For McKay, we just want your cash. Yeah. The auction, you guys all bought things. And I mean, not everybody. Some people gave a lot of really nice donations. And we absolutely appreciate it. But then his point was, gosh, everywhere. You go through a drive-through and they, will you round up? Will you round up? Will you round up? And I said, I think that, there's a lot of, people have options and, you can say no.
Absolutely.
Too. Yeah. So anyway, we don't want you guys to say no to us. We're just saying, say no.
Does the Girl Scout really need to sell one more box of cookies? That's all we're saying.
Yes.
Do you need one more box?
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. So Eliza, you guys all know Eliza. You've seen her do different videos. And I don't even know how many. Are we on our third fundraiser already for Parkway School?
Yeah, they are like
on it.
And it's all... I half wonder if they're thinking about upgrading the school.
Well,
because that school is small.
The school is small.
Granted, it's only 5th and 6th graders.
But I don't think that is a fundraiser thing. I think that's like a levy and a tax.
I don't know. They must have like a load of cash for that school and activities.
I asked her when I got the text. I said, "Wait, is this a new one, or are you asking me again for the one I just donated to?" And she said, "No, this is a new one." She sent me another one. It's like, okay, fine. But here's the funny thing about that. And I suppose that all schools, everybody's doing kind of the same thing. I want to know who's getting rich. And because I thought, okay, I'll look. So you look through and it's weird little things. Like there was a keychain for $16. It wasn't anything fancy.
Did it have like a special gem on it?
No.
Hard to find?
No, it wasn't anything weird at all. And then there was like an over the door organizer things like, oh, that's kind of cool. Probably a $5 item for $24. But I took a picture. This is like one of the best things because I was showing Pa this, and I thought this was one of the funniest things I've ever seen because I thought, okay.
Yeah, because Columbia Ridge does 2. They do their book fair, but they do book fair like 3 or 4, like once a quarter. They do a book fair.
And book fair makes sense. I would buy a ton of books.
Totally. I wish their book fairs were like when I had book fairs, because I remember in the Christian school, the entire gym, well, 3/4 of the gym, was full of books that you could touch and look at, like walking through a library.
Take with you.
Yeah. And now, it's so small. And it's definitely dedicated to your first to...
I wonder why that is. And I wonder if it's just
readers.
our area.
Yeah. And there's a few, like, cookbooks or whatever, but they're definitely not...
Like it was.
Wanting me to buy those books.
Yeah.
So they're definitely for the kids, but we go and always get one and do whatever. But yeah, it's totally different.
I wonder why.
And so I don't know. It's just different from there. I mean, granted, you still get your little Scholastic newsletter that you can read through all the books and then place an order online. But maybe that's why it's just gone all to online and shipping is so expensive.
Oh. But see, for books, I liked, even quilting books, it's the same thing. I like to thumb through it.
Me too.
You know.
Yeah.
Look at the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then he does a little cookie dough thing. Well, that's it for
the cookie dough thing. We're out of cookie dough. So we're waiting for that one. You know, the frozen cookie dough that's way expensive. But, you know, if you're going to donate anyway. Yeah.
Might as well get something out of it.
I know. It's okay. The olden days when we would bake 6 cookies.
Yes.
And now it's like 12.
Now
terrible.
It's way easier just to make your own batch and then cook all the batches.
I know. All right, so this is one of the things that I just thought was the funniest thing ever.
A pair of pliers.
I know. I was like, do you not have pockets? I mean, why would you? I mean, I just can't imagine anybody that I know with their tools going, oh, I need a screwdriver. Why, here it is right here. I mean, you just got it. In your, oh, here it is. Oh, wait, what size wrench? Oh, this one.
That's what
it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I can see like doing screws. I don't know. But Robert's, because I was fixing some shelving while he was gone, so he couldn't tell me no. Or don't use my tool. So I went out and got his power tool and whatever I needed. And the base of his drill is magnetic. So I could put my 3 screws or 4 screws or whatever.
Well, that's pretty smart.
But yeah, I mean,
like carrying your tools on your wrist.
The Allen wrenches.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm fresh out of pockets.
That's what a fanny pack comes from.
That's why Dad wears those coveralls.
Fill up every pocket. Yeah, cargo pants.
I know. I just think that, like, no. Whoever thought that up really doesn't use tools because I feel like a big lose.
Contractor, there's a lot of things to be magnetized to. Mechanic, that's just a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because as you're reaching, you are...
Yeah, I mean, that's why they don't wear rings. I know. I thought it was funny. And I think that, so then I thought, oh, maybe like a quilter's, no, I still wouldn't do that. I don't even like personally, the wrist pin cushion.
Oh, see, I love my wrist pin cushion.
Do you? Oh, you don't ever hit yourself?
No. Mm-mm. I really like my wrist one.
Is it a great big one or is it just a...
It's pretty chunky. It's pretty chunky. I should bring it so you guys can see it, but it's nice. I used it a lot in college though, when I was pinning, people forms and, doing dressmaking stuff. But I do like it when I'm sewing. I mean, you think taking your pin out and poking here is the same as taking here and poking there, but
I suppose it's muscle memory.
Yeah.
That's what you're used to doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never skewered myself though.
Oh, I poked myself a couple times. So I'm done. I don't think I even have one anywhere.
No, she's a Wonder Clip fan.
I'm a Wonder Clip fan.
Pins, what is that?
Yeah. And it took me forever to break the habit of holding pins in my mouth.
Oh, sure.
Which now is like,
Yeah.
And I don't do that anymore, but anyway, it took me forever. Anyway.
Funny.
I don't know. I'm talking about. All right. And then in fact, and back to Eliza, I just do the donation.
Yeah.
It's just easier. It's like, I'm just going to give you some money because then if you give money, that goes directly to the school. It doesn't go through those
fundraiser
people that are, you buy a $24 item and I don't know how much the school gets. But,
I always have wondered, like for your cookie dough, like a box of, is it 36 cookies?
I don't know.
It's like $24 or something. And I always make you wonder, it's like, okay,
how much is the school getting?
How much is the school actually getting? Mm-hmm. Is it worth us buying that and the school only getting $8? because that's a whole lot of cookie dough. Because last year they were fundraising for outside play equipment, which they got. They got great stuff. You know, they always have a plan, and they're always really upfront about what they want to spend this money on, which I think is great.
And what the goal is.
Yeah. And so I always wonder, because I'd like to know that. Because I would rather give you my $100.
Well, that's why I think now,
realizing you're only going to get a fraction of that $100.
That's why they do that. Is now there is a donation button that goes directly to, and it even says the teacher's name to her classroom. And so it's like, oh, I'm just going to do that.
Yeah,
and then
I think it's good.
I don't have to buy a weird magnet that.
Yeah. And I always talk to like Wyatt's teachers and Harper's teachers, and if they need anything. Like I know like Harper's classroom, and Wyatt's, I guess they do like a snack at the end of the day. Harper's, the kindergartens for sure, they always do a snack. In Wyatt's classroom, they have like a snack time, but she doesn't provide snacks for all of the kids. So you can bring your own snack. But I always try to take, you know, goldfish or fruit snacks or something, because not every kid's going to have an extra granola bar at home. Right. So it always makes you feel bad if someone's left out. And she does try, if there's, you know, 6 kids who don't have snacks, she always tries to have something, but she can't guarantee.
Expensive. I think teachers, you know, there's a lot of out-of-pocket money that they spend. I think they really appreciate.
And I was at the dollar store, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks, and they had these really cute, like those little felt finger things.
Yeah.
So you did with the kids. They had something for Thanksgiving, I think, that was like a felt, make a turkey or whatever. And I got some of those for both classrooms.
Oh,
and then if they had a day or a couple hours they wanted to do some activity, and those teachers have patience, because
I know.
I do not have patience for glue and dots and more glue and markers. I don't know. Maybe because I have a baby involved, and that's always a dangerous thing.
That's dangerous. That was dangerous.
There are certain things we cannot do until nap time.
Markers.
Yeah. Because she just colors on herself, finds a wall.
She does.
And we only have the washable crayons and the washable markers at our house, because it really does. With a wet, damp cloth, you can just...
Yeah.
No, elbow grease, no magic eraser, no repainting.
Yeah. Yeah. Us too. Why are you breathing so hard?
What happened? Why is she shaking?
I don't know. What's wrong?
What is your problem? Are you attached to something? What's wrong?
Is it because we're in a weird room?
Maybe. I don't know what she's doing.
I don't know. Lizzie's upset. I don't know why. Sometimes there's a sound that'll happen and she'll think it's fireworks. But I didn't hear anything. Is she not breathing heavy now?
No, we're good now.
She just need a hug.
Just need some love.
Because we are in a really weird room. And it is funny that she is absolutely a creature of habit. You know, she knows certain sounds and she knows what that means and when we're leaving and what time. And
trigger words.
Trigger things. And we are in a different room. We just thought it would be kind of fun. So we're actually in our embroidery room. So if you come into the shop, the Christmas room is through the door past us. And this is the room. You can't see very much of it. You can see some things that are kind of fun. Some patterns. That's our pattern. This one is ours. There's some kits here. There's kits for those things. So anyway, so kind of fun things. And I don't know, Lizzie doesn't like being in here.
All these eyes on her, I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Just close your eyes, take a little nap.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. So let's go through some of the questions. So it was kind of funny. 2 things. One thing about the soap is that we sold out
promptly,
quickly. We kind of knew that we would. And the second thing is somebody said, "What's with the soap? I thought you were going to show us fabric." And it's like, oh, you say that, but it's all going to be gone. And it was. And so what happened was yesterday I went down to Bridget's and I got more. So it's not all unloaded from my car yet, but it will be by the time you guys see this. So you can go on first, but then tonight at box opening, we're going to show everybody again. So you guys kind of have first dibs if you want to go look. There's 20 bars of each. There was only a little bit of Perfect Man, and somebody had already put on there, "Can I get more Perfect Man?" But we will have more of that just before Thanksgiving. She has like 48 bars that she's wrapping, so we'll take that. But she has a bunch of them that is just now in the process of drying, and she's going to wrap those. But then she won't make soap again until February. The reason for that is because it's really that whole thing about the temperature and the humidity and how long it has to dry and all of that. So we have restocked. We will restock again one more time in about a week. And then that will be it. So just want to mention, you know, if you are thinking about Christmas gifts and you want to get some this week, next week, I mean, we probably won't run out, hopefully, until maybe that first week in December. But then after that, we're kind of done
It's on
until
your
February.
list.
Yeah. And then if she makes it in February again, it's 60 days for drying time. So then we're really looking at Mother's Day. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, of course, it's Bridget's soap from Soap Lake. She doesn't do any kind of online stuff. There isn't any other way to get it. Somebody had asked about...
Can you go outside? Oh, no. You're good. I don't know.
Somebody had asked about sulfur allergies. This soap is perfectly safe. You're fine. If you have a sulfur allergy, you're all right. It does work really, really well.
It does.
It's the only soap that we use. And it's funny because some of the scents, it's kind of weird. So like this one is called, and all of the photography on the outside are all her pictures.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of fun. So this one is sage. So the funny thing is you think about
What
sage
it smells like.
and what you think. It is not that. It is nice.
really
It is
nice.
fresh. It is, you know, I always have like an open bar that's just sitting there, just as like it's subtle.
This would be one.
It's not perfumey at all. Just real lightweight and all natural. She doesn't have anything icky in there. So the sage is a new scent and beautiful. This one is lavender and sage. Equally nice. I mean, I don't have a favorite. It would not matter.
Clean.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It, you know, roll the dice and pick a scent.
And it has oatmeal and mud, so a little bit of exfoliant.
Yeah. And then this one is lavender mud. So just super nice. And this picture, I don't know if you guys can see the picture. Do you know what that is?
Oh, was that one of the teepees at Snowtown?
Yeah. So Soap Lake. So we are at the south end of the lake, and we have a state park right across the street from our event center, and we're right there at the south end. At the north end is an RV park called Smokeyam Park. And they have like a clubhouse and a restaurant and a little store, and you can
That's a cute place to
full
stay.
oh yeah, it's super cute. They have a full hookup or tent sites, whatever you need, up at the north end, and they have teepees. And these teepees, they are
They're
awesome.
a hot commodity.
They are
let
a
me tell you.
hot commodity. If you want to stay there, you have to plan like
now.
2 years, in advance. And so they have some that are right down on the beach, and then they have 3 of them that are up kind of in this little side area, kind of near the clubhouse, and they have electricity. So that's one with electricity. So at night, you can see the lights on. And
I think the teepees would be so cool, but I would need the power.
Yeah. So Bridget stayed there for some reason. I think she was just doing it for fun or whatever. And so then Margot and me and I don't remember who else. There was like 5 of us. Just had a little girls' night. Went up there, had some wine, and listened to some music, and I don't know what
That's
else.
cool.
And then I didn't sleep there, of course, but they all did, and they're beautiful. And I think they're like. I know when they first started doing it, it was like $60 a night, which is not even enough.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I assume now it's probably
Now
more
that
than
it's,
that. It's kind of fun.
This smells like a baby.
I know.
Oh, it just smells like
lavender.
a brand new baby.
I know.
It's a good smell.
I know it's a good smell.
It's a good smell. I know. Will this calm you? I don't know what your deal is.
Lavender would calm you. I don't know what her problem
I don't know what
is.
she thinks she hears.
We might have to pause for a minute and go see if Timmy's stuck in the well or something.
Baby's fine. Is it because you haven't said good morning to Maisie yet? Is that maybe what it is? She's here.
I wonder if you guys can hear. Can you guys hear her?
Can you hear her panting? No, you keep breathing. She stopped. I can't hear it.
Anyway, soap is back in stock.
Yes.
Get a little head
Get some
start.
soap.
Yeah, and go check it out, and then we'll show everybody else tonight on box opening, and tell everybody that. Let's see. So there's 2 other questions. One question was an earphone review. So we had our on Monday. When was book club?
Yeah, Monday.
Monday was book club. What book did we review?
The Great Alone.
The Great Alone.
Kristen Hannah.
Yeah. It was kind of funny. People had asked afterwards about, it was something that took place in the 70s. And they had asked, what were two questions? One was, do you know what platform shoes are? Have you ever
Yes. Yes. I had platform flip-flops. I would totally buy platforms.
Platforms were good. And what was the other one? The other thing that has gone by the wayside is road trips. And, I was thinking about that. That's sad.
Yeah.
We all used to load up into the station wagon and food, ice chests, all of our clothes, and we would take off on this road trip. And part of that was the fun part is it took 4 days to get to someplace where you were going to stay for a night. And then
back.
4 days back. And sometimes you'd take like a loop so you'd see something different. I don't think families do that anymore.
Mm-mm. No, we don't. We don't really either. I mean, we get to our destination, like if we're going to, seaside or
You throw
going
the
to
kids in
cabin.
when they're going to sleep.
Yeah.
Because you'll
Usually.
drive so that they'll
Because
sleep.
we'll just get there and then we'll play and do whatever and hang out.
You're
for a
missing
week.
all of the fun parts. All of the, she's touching me.
I
She's
know.
looking
Oh
at
my
me.
gosh. Eventually we'll
All
we'll
of the
experience
car
that.
games.
I think when they're all older, on to Disneyland, I think
We should drive down.
drive down.
Because
my
the Oregon
kids
coast.
love the airplane. Like, can't always ask when can we get on an airplane and all of that. And it's like, well, when you get a job, because your ticket's going to cost a whole lot. But I think driving down to Disneyland, we keep talking about maybe driving down one of these springs. Maybe, I don't know, when it's easier for Robert, driving down to Wyoming and seeing all the cousins and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then taking the camper and just
See, that'd be fun. You should
figuring
do
that out.
that.
Yeah,
It
I think
really
the kids
is
would
fun.
enjoy it. I think it's just different.
It's really all about exploring.
Yeah.
Stopping at one state park and let's go
Collecting
down to the
rocks
water.
and- yeah.
Oh, let's go up. There's a little trail here. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was good memories. Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah,
That'd be
I think it would be fun. Just go
Yeah.
for a drive.
Yeah. All right.
Because we drive around for like Christmas lights for the kids. Because
Yeah.
living out on the highway, we have our little inflatable stuff that they think is the coolest thing ever. But there's some really good little cul-de-sacs that have some really good light shows that we go and the kids watch and look at and get a kick out of.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So anyway, book club, we do that once a month. We meet. We do a live book review, and we have a newsletter. You can go on and check and see what we're doing. And next
we've
month
read.
we're reviewing All the Colors of the Dark.
Yes.
Good book. Really good book. All right. So the question was about earphones, and now that it's kind of gift giving season, Allison was who started this, my friend from South Carolina, who asked, what am I looking for? Because she noticed that on Amazon, they range in price from $20 to $200.
And they're all different.
They're all different.
Yeah.
Allow me to show you. Because I am absolutely an Audible book fan. So I absolutely prefer Audible books. And a lot of it is just because of time. We've talked about this a lot. I think all of us are in the same boat that in terms of time, the idea of sitting down leisurely and reading a book, it's just not in my schedule. But if I'm out doing laundry or sewing or cleaning or, driving, all of those things, listening to a book on tape is way, way easier. And I like that. It's either music or the book. And I like the idea of the book. So that's how I can read so many per month. And you too, probably.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. And
Because I'll do it when I'm doing like dishes or laundry.
yeah,
That kind of thing. And waiting in parent pickup, that kind of thing.
right. Yeah. I have it on often. And so, people notice that we have our earphones on. So all of us, Tracy, you, me, Pa, and Brittany,
Yeah.
and I don't know what Jordan uses, all use this kind. And I'm going to show you the difference. So there is one that you can get, or some that you can get, and it's just the earpiece. The earpiece hooks over and it's that sound conduction, because that's what's happening here, right? Is that it's just a bone conduction. So you can hear it, but it's not in your ear.
Right.
By far, we all prefer these for a couple of reasons. One is you can still hear what else is happening.
Absolutely.
So if you're driving and listening, you can still hear everything. If somebody is talking to you, your ears are not impeded. And also you don't have
sore ears.
Mm-hmm. They call it ear fatigue. So you don't have that. So that's kind of nice. So all of us prefer these, but these are very, very different. So the ones that hook on the ear, I'm not a fan of those. I feel like they bump off a lot. They move out of the way a little bit. I only had that pair for maybe about a week, and then I gave it to somebody. I don't even have it anymore because I didn't really like that. And then these, this is my favorite pair, and these are the expensive ones. I think that this one is Shots.
Yeah.
SHOTZ.
Shocks. SHOKZ. And I think these are the ones that are on my Amazon store right now.
They're kind of
If not,
spendy.
I can double check and make sure that the brands that we talk about are on there, so you know exactly which ones.
And let me show you what the difference is. This is a pair that's like, I think it's like $170. It comes with a really easy little charger. It's like a little magnetic charger, and it plugs right into your little, USB adapter.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is one that is like $30. So what the difference is with this one is that this is super, super flexible. So what happens, I'm going to put it on over my hair so you can see it. So when I put this on and it, just rests right here, this is so flexible that if I am laying down or leaning or doing whatever.
Have a beanie on.
Yeah. It's going to do whatever it needs to without moving this. Also, at night when I go to bed, if I'm listening to a book, I can just take this off, lay my head on my pillow, and I'm still listening. Or now I'm going to flip over and lay on the other side, just pop it down. And again, it's so flexible that it will easily do that. The other thing is there's a little button right here so that if I'm listening and somebody comes up, I can just reach up, hit that little button, and it pauses my book right where I'm at. And then I can hit it when it's time for me to listen again. On the other side, I have a volume up, volume down.
It also works the same way because it's connected through Bluetooth through a phone call.
Yes.
So if you are driving and you're listening to your book and your phone rings, it will ring through that, and you can hit that button and say hello. Or you can, ignore it.
Yes. Sorry, I got my book.
No judgment.
Yes. So I like these. I like these a lot. I like that they're super flexible, easy to use. This pair looks the same. The difference is that
It's a bit chunkier.
It's chunkier and it's not as flexible. So what will happen is when you put this on, see, when you lay down.
There you go. It changes.
See what happens. Yeah. And even this part, if I decide I'm going to lay down, and listen to my book, as this comes down, this thing kind of slips. It doesn't stay on. Also, this one didn't have the button on the side. All of the buttons are all down here. There's an answer, volume up, volume down, way too
I can see much. I could get the wrong button.
Yeah. So that is the lower end to a higher end. Those are the big differences for these two.
Mine is probably right in the middle. I didn't look up to see.
What's your brand?
I don't know. It looks like the beat symbol, but it's not beat. I'll look it up for you real fast and then put it in there. But it doesn't say what it is. I'll have to look it up. But I bought it from Amazon. But it's probably right in the middle because I'm pretty cheap. So, and I have a hard time spending money on myself, which is I think not necessarily because I'm cheap. I'm not going to spend money on myself. I'm going to make sure I have whatever I need before I go shopping. And mine's pretty flexible. It's a little bit bigger, but it still rides and sits the same way. And I feel like maybe a little bit if I lay down, it changes.
Do you ever listen to it in bed?
Yeah. Not all the time, though, because that's when all of a sudden Robert wants to talk to me. It's like, dude, you had dinner while I was doing dishes. I got to stop. I was folding laundry for a while. Now is when you decided
to have a pillow talk for a reason.
So sometimes, But most of the time I just sit in my chair and I'll listen and do stitching or whatever I need to do. But I think it's really nice. It's also flexible. It's lightweight. And I do have my buttons on the side. Now, I do have 3 buttons on my side. I have a volume down, my big pause, answer, whatever button, and my volume up button. Now, it's textured differently. So I feel like I do not have a problem with it because my on-off button is big enough. I mean, it's the biggest button.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I think it's harder for me to turn the volume up or volume down doing it that way because the buttons are so much smaller. But again, I like that it's also right here. I think underneath would be hard.
Well, put in this brand too so that they can see.
And this is the only pair I've had, and I've had this for
quite a while.
Gosh, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
This is the only one I've used, and it's great. I haven't had any troubles. And it does just plug in. It's a USB-C, that little longer one. So pretty.
I think almost all of them kind of charge like that, which is good. Then you don't have to worry about it.
Charge really nice. And I can listen to a book all day long. No big deal. Answer phones, whatever. And it lasts
not
all
lose
day.
a charge. Yeah.
And then I just plug it in at night and get it back up in the morning. So yeah, it's I really like mine.
Good. And the other question that Allison had specifically is glasses. So I, of course, wear glasses. She wears glasses. And yes, it all fits. It all fits there behind your ear without any trouble at all.
Yeah. Because I put my glasses, of course, on first. And then my my thing goes over there. And I can easily take them off, put them on.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't have any issues.
Yeah, no issue at all.
Even if it's sunglasses or whatever. And even if I want to put my glasses up, it doesn't really interfere with anything. So yeah, glasses is not a problem.
Not a problem at all.
No.
And then just for fun, so specifically her questions were, what about glasses? What about that whole price range? Does it really matter? And I would say do a little bit of research and see what the thing is, but that thin flexibility is what you really, and they might say flexible, but this is not. This is a far cry different. And even yours is nice.
Yeah. I think it's definitely the how big this band is. Because that band's pretty big. Yes, I would say it's flexible. But in diameter, it's little,
Yeah. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for that tiny little, there just isn't much to it. And so you barely know that it's on.
Yeah.
And normally when I have it on, of course, it's just under my hair. And I don't even remember that it's on. You don't feel it
it's
at all. Yeah.
So and I think Brittany's is a Shocks also.
I think we have the same brand.
Yeah. I think so too. So
it's a nice one. I like it. And then just for fun, I was going to show you. I have a couple others that's kind of fun.
Looking for the perfect one, it's like a purse.
I know. So this one is the one, it's a headband. And so at night.
And she'll use that one at the cabin because she's always cold.
So I can put it on and it covers the little speakers are in there. And there's a little charger that's in there. So same thing, you just charge it up, you turn on, and the controls are right here on your forehead. And it's really nice because then, same thing, you can lay down and you can do whatever, and it's
now,
really
you probably
comfortable.
Can't hear anything around you with that on, though.
You can, but not, it's certainly not like this.
Sure.
You can hear, but it's kind of the, wait, what? And
it's very cinematic.
It really is, yeah. The only thing with this is that you've got bad hair.
Oh yeah, I mean you definitely have to be camping for it. Yeah,
that's why this is because you have camping hair. Yeah, so, that's what the deal is with this. But I like it. I like it a lot. This one I thought was kind of clever, so I bought this one because this one, if you don't want to wear earphones at night, you tuck this in your pillow.
Oh, that's cute.
It does not work. It is a great idea, but it doesn't work. Paul could hear it too. I was like, what's that sound?
Who's talking?
What's that sound? It's like, is it my book? What are you doing? I was like, I don't know. Is this?
I was trying.
You're supposed to hear it through my pillowcase.
Oh, that's cute.
No, it's just I don't know. It's really just a speaker that fits in your pillowcase and
now it's going to be the kids karaoke mic.
I know. And then it kind of, if you toss and turn a bit at night, which I do,
it's not going to help. It goes everywhere.
Yeah. So don't waste your money on that one. these are the nice ones these are just regular earphone ones. And we use these when we travel. Pa uses them.
When they travel,
a lot.
Robert likes his.
Yeah.
The earbud and it charges inside the case.
Yeah. And this one is a new one.
Is that the TikTok one?
It is. TikTok made me buy it.
I've seen it. I like them. My hygienist has them and she likes them too. And I don't know. I just like mine so much.
I do not like these more than that.
Oh.
Because let me tell you. So the deal with these, they're teeny. Do you see the size of them?
Oh, see, I thought these were the ones that they twist off and they're just a little, look like there's a little snail on your ear.
Oh, no, that was the ones I was talking about at first, the little snail on your ear. No, I didn't like them because they move.
These are itty weedy.
These are itty bitty. So these are supposed to be sleeping ones. So the idea with these is that you...
it's like the size of a bean.
Why are you talking to me?
Sorry.
Is that... No, she was...
Saying things.
Yeah. So the idea is that you can tuck it in there so that if you're sleeping and you roll over, because that's my thing. It's like, I'm going to get comfortable and listen to my book. And then, of course, actually within 60 seconds, I'm asleep. So that's the idea. But they will fall out.
Yeah. See, I don't feel like these fit my ears very well.
No.
Oh, I mean, I see how they fit though.
Yeah. They have a little hook.
That's pretty comfortable. It fits almost like backwards, what you're used to. Mm-hmm. It is comfortable.
And it has you can hit the side. It has all of the same controls. And they weren't super expensive. I think they were like $20.
It is comfortable because I feel like really small ears, and I feel like these or the little
don't fit right.
Apple whatevers that Robert uses are too big, and they really hurt my ears. That one, I don't think it would hurt my ears.
Take these home, see if you like them. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't dislike them, but and then same thing, they just park in here. That one is charged. You can see that one isn't. Wait, I don't know. Maybe neither one of them are. But I don't know.
She's confused.
I don't know. But you just plug it in, and then you can carry it with you.
I do love that it's, contained. The lanyard, the whole, the whole everything.
Yeah.
And then again, a whole charging case. Just kind of a sleek thing compared to that one. I
feel like I have absolutely tested them all. And I do like this thing. This thing is stupid. These are, Brian likes these mostly. Those work pretty good. That's what Robert likes too. And then I think that if we were traveling for whatever reason, I don't know why I wouldn't take these, but between these and these, I would prefer these over these. But
those fit nice.
But anyway, my favorite, no matter what, is these, and I like the expensive pair because of that.
The flexibility. It's a it's a thing.
Yeah, that's what the difference is. All right.
But also when you get your pair, or if you're buying them from somebody else, just open the package and put them on. See if it is flexible. Act like you're gonna lay down. Yeah. And then you can see right away, like, nope, I'm returning these. These fall off. They're like made for a giant's head. I don't know. Whatever the problem is. Yeah. Then you'll know right away, nope, Bethany's going to need something different. Let me try, plan B. Or get a couple and return what you don't want.
Yeah, you can totally return. Amazon is great for returning. So that works out really good.
And you can get the two you think you really, really will enjoy and then decide who you're going to gift one to or send it.
Yes.
Because you have to start thinking now. I mean, the hard part is if you're thinking after Thanksgiving, you are then crossing your fingers that the mailman's going to get it to you on time. So that's the really hard part is mail order is like super great, super easy, but it's changed so much in the last 4 years.
There's so many packages. Somebody had said on one of our comments, they said that she worked in the post office for, I don't remember what she said, 20 years. She was postmaster for some of those, and that she had never ever heard of holiday rates. And I said, well, I don't know. It is a thing. Our rates go up. Because what did they go up last? It was over $1. Yeah. It's a lot. So maybe it's a region. Do you think it's just a regional thing?
Oh,
she didn't say where she was from.
Think about that.
I would think that it's.
Yeah, because we see them definitely from our side. Now we aren't walking into the post office by any means, but we see it on our end. Like it's already went up in the last 2 months. It's went up 40 cents. Mm-hmm. Just the anticipation, which I mean, it's nice, baby steps instead of all of a sudden, bam, $1.50. But I mean,
and then they take it down in like February. But we pay those winter
prime
rates.
Shopping time.
Yeah, they certainly our regional area, it goes up. Yeah. We don't charge any more for anybody else, but it costs us a lot more. So I don't know. That made me just wonder if it's true that it's everywhere.
I guess I don't know. I didn't think about it.
I don't know. And I guess it doesn't matter. If some people don't have to pay it, that's even better.
That's even better. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So then we did have a quilting question, and the quilting question was about woven fabric. So we had talked a couple of times, we had talked about our little rag rug, and we do have a rag rug tutorial, but that tutorial was probably done about 4 years ago. Maybe things have changed a little bit since then. I'll take a look at it. I know I already said that I was going to do this, but I have a hard time watching myself. Maybe you watch it and see if it needs to be redone. Or I think the only thing that I do different now is the way that I prepare the bottom is different. But other than that, I don't look for a specific fabric. I just try to find a fabric that's a little bit maybe heavier duty.
Sure.
That'll work pretty well. But anyway, but I had mentioned that woven fabric will chenille and will fray a little bit different. And her question was, isn't all quilting fabric woven fabric?
Oh.
Technically, yes. Oh. So quilting fabric is printed on what's called a 60 square gray good. And so that means that it's a kind of an industry standard for how many threads per square inch. And they're counting their weft threads and their warp threads. And usually it's 1 under 2 over. And so that has that nice smooth finish. Mm-hmm. And then they print it. So it's actual ink that goes down, and then they put a finish on it, and that finish will be a stain protectant, a color guard, a sun protectant, and softeners to make it really, really soft. And everybody has their own recipe for their finish. But the underside of that fabric is unprinted, so there's a wrong side to the fabric. Mm-hmm. So it is woven threads printed. A woven fabric is dyed threads that are then woven. So we looked for a woven one. And so the pattern is created by the weave. And so what happens is it is full, complete color. Right side, wrong side.
Doesn't matter. And you can always also really tell because your salvage, there is no salvage really.
There's no salvage
on, and it's always fuzzy because the thread's just not off.
And then, see those threads? And so that's what we're talking about is the woven fabric where it's really just, and they'll sometimes call it a yarn dyed woven or they'll call it a woven. The other thing to know is that it's not still that 60 square. It's not as tight, which isn't such a big deal. I will still use wovens in my quilt. Yeah. Sometimes I pre-wash it. Sometimes I don't. I think there's some purists out there that'll say, oh, you really should pre-wash it. But I don't know.
We know the thread's quality.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, yes, it's possibly that's going to shrink a fraction more, but not enough that it's going to cause huge puckers or just,
And I'm super careful about the way that I wash my quilts. We wash them a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm careful about the way that I wash them, and I know who I'm giving them to. So, so I don't worry quite as much about that, but you do want to be kind of careful and don't ever, there's no reason to wash it in hot water or be all crazy about it. But so that is what will give you that chenille look. So you have this chenille quilt with you, which the rug will look kind of the same way. It'll look like chenille. The more you wash it, the better it'll look. And so here's an example of that. So you can see that on the back of this, a lot of these are those woven fabrics. These are those Diamond Textiles wovens, which are really, really nice. And then there's also a piece of flannel in here. So if you were to look at this, you could see, I don't know if we could do a close-up here or not, but you can see that this flannel piece, that's, the wrong side of the flannel. But if you're looking where it's just the woven fabric.
And you can even see it right here. Yeah, right here.
And right here. Yeah. Yeah.
How cool that is.
Yeah. You can see that it's all thread. There's no wrong side. Nothing that will, not that it looks wrong to see the wrong side.
It just gives you that fuzzy look than a chunky fuzzy look.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's what, that's the definition of then the woven fabric and the difference between woven fabric and quilting fabric.
And this is just a rag quilt. Unfortunately, there is no pattern for this. So we did do a video. Don't look. We did a video on how to make your own chenille. So if you wanted to do the cute little sheep, you could, but I don't have a pattern.
Don't ask.
It was a class. It's a whole tease, and it's a whole, this is how you do it.
Forgot your sigh.
We're going to let Lizzie lay on it now.
She thought, maybe that's why she was upset. I was going to lay on that.
It's mine.
And then we do have some woven jelly rolls, which is kind of fun because if you are doing that rug,
makes it super easy.
Yeah. So there's kind of specific colors. I think there's these, and then isn't there some that are kind of like brown and tan?
I think there's a creamier. Yeah.
There might be one that's like a red. You can look and see.
That's the green and blue one, but.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I had some notes. Earphone review, soap. Woven. Christmas. It was kind of fun. I finally was trying to catch up on some of the comments and Facebook. I'm terrible about Facebook comments because I'll post things occasionally and then all of a sudden, I don't know how I find Messenger. And then I'll see it's like, oh my gosh, there's like all of these things. So Ginger Burkhouse sent me, it was kind of funny, the things that, oh, this made me think of you. Ginger Burkhouse sent me squirrel soup.
Squirrel soup.
Yeah.
Yum.
It was an article about favorite foods of past US presidents. And I don't remember who it was that
Squirrel soup.
Squirrel soup.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. And, oh, this made me think of you. And of course it did. I love that. I love that. There was another one. I cannot think of her name. I should share it. It was hilarious. And she said, oh my gosh, this is Cindy Rang. And she shared it. And so then I was tagged or whatever.
Sure.
And it was somebody who was listening. Why I don't listen to my book on And so sure enough, that's what she's doing is she's listening also. And she goes, you know, or, you know, and I thought, all the time. All the time. I still will do that. I will be doing something and I suddenly stop mid, because I'm listening.
I'm really bad because I'm a commenter. When we're watching a movie, I add my own commentary. I add my 2 cents.
Oh yeah, that's going to work for you.
Yeah.
Why are you going up the stairs? What would make you think he's up there?
I always get myself in trouble because Robert, of course, in here. How listening at this point? Like, why are you listening to me? You're not even. What is happening? It's like, don't do that. I would. That's.
I know.
Girl, don't do that. And Robert's like, who are you talking to? Nobody. I'm talking to nobody. Susan. Susan just needs to get out. But I can't talk now because we have a problem.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
that
a commenter,
DNA
and I get myself in trouble. I was like, who are you talking to?
I know.
Nobody.
That's what Paul will say.
I thought you were listening to my book. I
am.
But he knows too. He says I'm hard to watch a movie with because I have to add my 2 cents. That's not going to work. That's not how that works. Their leg would be gone, Robert. That's not how that works.
Oh, that's not fake.
You know, the best thing growing up was Jared all the time. Like, she was really pregnant for this movie. They picked a pregnant actress. You can't fake that.
You can't make that.
She really had that baby.
I know. He just believed everything.
Yeah. Everything Mom said. He
did. He used to believe all
of it. She really had that baby.
Yeah.
Even though those babies look like they're 3 months old.
But
that's not a newborn.
That's really her baby in real life. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
I remember, I think Jared must have been 16 or 17 when he found out how old I really was.
Oh, yeah.
And he was so mad. So I can't believe I've been lying.
That.
I'm not lying. I was just, I couldn't remember.
I was
going to pick 39. 39.
Long as that. And then he figured out
how did you not notice that, I've been 39 for forever? I just don't know why you'd lie. Sorry.
Everybody said there's no way my mom would be that old. She's got to be older than that. This doesn't make sense. She'd had to have you when she was 7. What?
Yes. I was lying.
Yeah.
It's
bad. I never know. Even Harper asked me because she turned 6 yesterday. How old are you? I don't know. How old is your dad?
Let me do the math.
31. I feel like I missed that though. Because even Robert was like, no, he's like, I'm going to be 32. He's like, no, you're not. He told me I was going to be 32. No, I'm not.
No.
I'm going to be 31. He's like, no.
You're going to be 32.
I know. Because he had to convince me.
In 3 days.
Yeah. Because I had Maisie when I was 30.
Right.
And then, I don't know.
No.
I was.
Oh, Maisie when you were 30.
Yeah. Maisie when I was 30. Yeah. So, yeah. Because even Robert's like, no, I'm going to be 33. He's like, you're not that old yet. Are you that old yet? He's like, you're going to be 32. You're that old. It's like, what?
So old.
My kids are saying that. Wyatt's now saying that. Dad, you're so old. And Robert's like, I'm not old. And it's like, I wonder if that's how our reaction is when the kids We
Everybody
used to
absolutely
say
thought
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And we did too.
And now I
So
think
old.
62.
What?
Psh, that's not old. 62
Prime.
at all.
What are you talking about?
Absolutely. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good.
Good.
I think we've covered everything. Send us your questions if you have other questions, things you want us to talk about.
Yes.
And let's see. They were asking about 12 Days of Christmas. People are getting excited because we must have mentioned it. We're planning, and I can't wait for you to see. Last year we did the 12 Days of Christmas was our little Christmas gift to you, our number. Right?
Yeah, the song.
The song.
Yes. Denise has already had personal requests, and people are already asking.
And we do have one planned for this year. It is a new song.
Exciting.
I have not yet shared with you. I've been writing our script. It's going to feature Maisie and Lizzie, of course.
Ooh, good. Good, good.
Hold on for
We'll see if Maisie can
I have a plan.
contain prime time shooting, that's for sure.
We should show. I took a video of her. Yeah, was it yesterday? Saying
peekaboo.
peekaboo. How did she say it? Boo-da-boo.
But yeah,
How did she say
she
it?
doesn't say peek right.
She doesn't say peek.
She talks so much though.
She talks
Sometimes
so
we can
much.
totally have like a legit conversation and hear all the words. Other times it's a whole lot of jibber jabber. But she is, and she again, you guys have seen it, repeats it over and over and over again the exact same way.
She is saying it,
and
she
you're
just
not listening.
doesn't know why you aren't hearing the
She
word.
talks so much. That's
She does
pretty
talk
great.
a lot.
Pretty great.
She talks an awful lot. She's so smart.
She really is. Yeah.
Pretty soon I'll be able to take some time off. She can be your sidekick.
Right? Yeah. She'll boss you guys around.
She's so bossy. So bossy. That also is DNA.
Yeah.
And Harper.
Yeah. Harper's least nice about it though. She'll say please. She'll help me. Maisie will not say please, and she'll just watch me do it. No. Or she'll take my hand and make do this.
Do this. Come with me. Yeah, she does that all the time. She'll grab my hand. Come here.
Yeah. Especially if you don't understand what she's saying. She's like, oh, I'll just show you. But yeah. Her cutest ones are help. Help. And it's not always because of anything.
Is that always appropriate?
No, and sometimes it's just because she can't reach a piece of candy, or she can't reach her puppy because it's in the crib. Whatever it might be. And it's super cute. And then I got you.
I got you.
And it's so cute.
I got you.
Whether it's a hug or I'll go get it. Those are my favorite.
And then the other one is, are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Whether you sneeze, if you're teary, if she's teary, she'll take her little finger and she'll get her. It's so cute.
Yeah. Are you okay?
If you pretend, if you she's being mean and hurts your feelings. Robert has learned. I said, you have to pretend to cry. If you pretend to cry, she will change her attitude and make sure you're okay, give you a hug. And so that's Robert's new things. And she'll start pouting. You hurt my feelings, Maisie. And then Maisie will be nice to him. For like a minute, and then it's back on. You fibber.
She's hilarious. She is so funny.
Yeah, she's a doll. Yeah, you'll have to put that little peekaboo.
I'll put that little peekaboo.
She's a cutie.
Because who was she pick? Oh, yeah. She was playing peekaboo with Lizzie. I missed most of it by the time I started videoing, but it was pretty good. All right. Okay, so tonight, box opening.
Box opening.
We have kind of a special.
We'll be in a different place too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll see.
We're just wandering around over here.
All right, you guys.
See you tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheese! I thought you were saying peekaboo. Peekaboo. Say it again. Wow, my gosh. That's right. Wait, tell me peekaboo. Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.